fame. Let's go.
You know what's going on. So first and foremost, for everybody out there listening, introduce yourself and tell them where you from and what you do.
How y'all doing out there? This is your girl, Mrs. Fraz from East Orange, New Jersey. Artist, and I'm up and coming. And shout out to my crew, and Renee Moxie of Moxie Management.
Okay, that's your manager.
Yes,
Okay.
she's my manager and my partner. Both
Okay.
of them
That's good.
are my partners.
All right, so I did some research on you, and I gotta say, so I want to talk a little bit about how you started rapping, and why you chose the rap lane instead of singing, and
Okay. Well, I started rapping because I felt like it was a better way for me to express myself. Singing, it takes so much emotions and it's very scary. Like if I was to sing in front of a crowd, I'd probably crack because of the fact that I'm scared.
okay,
Words come out even more smoothly. And I started with the poetry and I was like, okay, I can do this. I was singing for years, but I'm still gradually coming out with it.
okay. Do you so you write your own stuff, or
Why? Of course,
all
yeah.
of it?
I have to write my own stuff
Okay.
because then I won't feel like an artist.
Okay.
I feel disrespected when someone asks me, "Oh, can I write for you?"
Okay. You know what it is like. I think that the lane is so open for females too. How are you gonna be different from all these other females that not to bring a name up, but Nicki Minaj, she came out hard, and then now she's making pop records. Is that a lane you want to take, or?
Well, me and her are two different people, so that's where we differentiate. I respect her
Okay.
and her grind.
Okay.
But me, I'm a total different person. I am from the hood, but I'm not a statistic
Okay.
or whatever. And I love where I come from, and I can express it in a different way, opposed to how she expresses, because we come from different lifestyles. We
Okay.
didn't grow up the same way. So, I express my music a different way from her.
For people that are not familiar, because we the internet, we around the world.
Yeah.
East Orange, very bad, very bad place sometimes.
Very bad.
How do you, because I don't get that feeling like you, excuse my French, but a hood rat. You know what I mean? I
Uh-huh.
feel like you a lady.
Yeah, I am
You
a
know,
lady.
so
We have a lot of ladies in East Orange.
yeah. But how do you, especially you being a rapper,
Yeah.
what, how do you mold yourself into being a lady and not being one of those,
Well, everything starts from home. My mama is a woman, so I'm going to be a woman.
Shout
you
to
know?
Mama Phrase, okay?
Shout out to Mama Phrase.
Yeah.
I love you. Yeah, but my mom, she's a strong woman, so I had to grow up to be strong.
Okay. So what are your inspirations? Who are your inspirations as far as, music comes to you?
My inspiration come from the people in their lives, in my life. And people look at me and they might say, oh, she looked like she had the best life or she had a good life. But in actuality, I didn't. I had to struggle like everybody else. I came from the bottom and I'm still coming from the bottom and building my way up. It's just the fact that you don't have to walk around like you from the bottom. You carry your head up high and you keep it moving. As a female artist, I'm still struggling. I use my last to get to where I have to be, and nothing comes easy for me at all.
Okay. I want to talk a little bit about how hard it is for a female artist. No disrespect. You're a pretty chick.
Yeah.
I'm sure, every guy you come across is like, oh, I'm trying to, sleep with you. And, how do you, cope with things like that, when something like that happens,
Well, I'm not easily impressed,
Okay.
so it's not that easy for me to just jump at a guy or whatever. I'm very picky. So, like, a lot of guys, actually, it's about how you present yourself, because a lot of people do respect me. And I'm not going to lie, there have been times where people call themselves trying to make a move or whatever, but
Yeah.
it's all about putting them in their place. You have to be aggressive when it comes to being a female artist. aggressiveness. You know,
Okay.
you have to come at them in an aggressive manner and demand your respect, or it won't be given.
Okay. As far as like your music, like what's the inspiration, behind it? Like what makes you keep going every day?
It's my life. It's my life. If I'm sad, I write when I'm sad. If I'm happy, I write when I'm happy. Like, if I'm mad, I write when I'm mad. Like, it's all an emotional thing. If I meet somebody like a person who is homeless, they might inspire me to write a song about them being homeless, or a prostitute. I wrote a song called I know you're tired of walking, so I just get inspired by people's lives. I'm not the type that's going to make music that's what they say, quote unquote, gangster, or whatever the case may be, because I'm not a gangster. So I can't come out like a gangster. Look at me. I don't look like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gangster or whatever, but I do have a couple of goons
Okay.
with me. So at the end of the day, it's just all about being yourself. Somebody's going to like you. You
Okay.
know, the world is not going to accept me, and I understand that, but I know I'm going to have a substantial few that are going to take me in and embrace me.
Okay. You talked a little bit about your emotions. You're happy, you're sad. Which one is your favorite emotion to write to? When you're mad, when you're happy?
When I'm angry, when I'm sad, when I'm depressed, the best come out, because I like hitting people's souls. Like, I like people to be like, "Oh my God, I can relate to what she's talking about," or whatever. Like, I'm a Capricorn, so we have so many different traits about us, or
Okay.
whatever. We can be happy, we can be sad, or whatever. We can keep a lot of things closed in, but that's why I put it in my music. I'd rather put it on my music than to walk around mad
Okay.
or sad. I'd rather show people that I'm happy and whatever. If people want to learn about me, you just got to listen to my music.
Okay. As far as, the young girls coming up nowadays,
Yeah.
do you feel as though like this is a business that they should get into?
I
Being
feel
that
like-
your trials and tribulations of the industry?
I feel like you should follow your heart. It's all about how you do it. You don't have to lose yourself in the industry. A lot of people say, oh, when you get out in the industry, you sell your soul. Maybe some people do. But, you have to just build that following base and show that you have followers. And when you're that popular, everything goes your way.
Okay. What artists do you listen to?
I'm listening to, I grew up listening to a lot of R&B. Let me see. I like Floetry.
Okay.
I like Music Soul Child. I like a lot of eclectic music. I like Kanye West. He's different. I like The Weeknd. I like Frank Ocean. He's amazing.
Okay.
I like Adele. I like Gautier. I just like a lot of different creative artists. When I get in the industry, I just want to work with a lot of creative people.
Okay.
I like Jeezy too. Shout out to Jeezy.
Okay,
I feel like
good.
he's real. Like,
Okay.
I like him.
The first video we're gonna get into.
Yeah.
What's the name of that? Do you know which one we're gonna play at?
I don't know. Really though.
What's the one that you was walking?
On the highway.
Because
That is sorry.
Do we have that? Can we start with that one?
We can start with
Because I want to talk
sorry.
about this real quick. Because I said, yo, check this girl out. She's gonna come to the show. I said, all right, and I'm skeptical.
Yeah.
No disrespect. I'm skeptical. I believe it or not, most of the females that we had on the show dope. So I'm skeptical, because I don't like female rappers too much because they just try too hard.
Yeah.
I didn't get that feeling with you.
Well, I'm not a rapper. I'm an artist.
Very good answer. But so I come across the first video, which is sorry, and I see you rolling around in the mud, and like I see her walking, the Garden State Parkway, for everybody listening, is like one of the biggest highways.
I had to shout out Jersey. That's
Yeah.
where I'm from. So
And I said, and I had Nimi here 2 weeks ago. He said, yo, she just walked on the highway. So what possessed you to just go walk on the highway?
I'm a risk taker, and plus I'm an unsigned artist, so I gotta, do some risky moves up in my videos, and that's what I'm about. I'm not afraid,
Okay.
I'm not afraid to do anything. It's Well, some things I'm not gonna do because I'm a lady.
Okay.
It's not about what you do; it's how you do it. You know. But I know that I'm gonna look classy while I'm doing it. You know, and I know that it's gonna make me look good if I am going to do it. So.
Yeah, cause I seen, and just your look, you was real passionate. Like you was rolling around, like, damn, she like looking like you was meant to do that.
I took that song was actually made from my life and from some of my friends' lives.
Okay.
So I took a couple stories and I just applied them all together.
So this is a real life song.
Yeah, everything I talk about is real life. I'm a real person, so that's all you're gonna get from me is the real.
All right, so can we get into that video right now?
Yeah, let's get into it.
Okay.
Sorry.
By the way, no other radio stations play videos, right?
Oh no, not at all. 15 minutes of fame, holla.
Yeah, so we're gonna get into that. Lex, you good over there? Yeah. All right, let's get into this video. You can introduce it.
Yeah, this your girl Fraz. Shout out to JRL Entertainment. You're going to see the logo when it first come on. You feel me? But anyway, let's get into the video. It's called Sorry by me, your girl Fraz.
Yeah.
Everything, I'm leaving with nothing but a bag full of dreams in my heart, pumping whatever it takes to get there. I'm coming, no I'm not walking, I'm running, and if I can't walk then I'm crawling till I bruise up my knees, leaving behind the past behind me. Now what's in store for the future? New attitude, no room for the losers. Block out the haters, humble myself to be greater, cause what I did back then, now I can't change up. Here's my apology, raise your glass and toast to the assholes. Sorry, please, I'm human and I make mistakes. I admit I was lying, I admit I was fake. I'm sorry I broke your heart and let them take your place, but let's face it, this was written, there's no need to rip a page. You can take it, no I don't want it. Then I join them with you. A cold world, but it's better that I live in it with you. Living it with you. Living it with you.
What's up with your dude?
Speaking of my dude, I have something that I need to tell you.
What's up?
I don't think that we should be doing this right here.
What is you talking about?
Right here is not right. You know, with me having a man and all, I feel that we need to stop.
Yo, what the fuck is you talking about, yo? Yo, if you don't tell him what it is, then I'm gonna tell my damn self.
So your choice was to leave, I wish you the best. Try to reach you but you won't respond back to my text. I deserve it after all that I put you through, and you deserve to go out to find someone who can give you a good life, cause I took yours away. And don't worry about me calling you after the day. Play alone in the bed we once shared. Shed a tear for every night you're not here. I put it all on myself, made you walk away, though I can't force you to stay. If I could take it back I would, but the damage is made. But let's face it, this is written, there's no need to rip a page. You can take it, no I don't want it. Then I join them with you. It's a cold world, but it's better that I live in it with you. Living it with you, living it with you. with you, living it with you. I'll take everything in this life. I'll join everyone. Cause all men.
Yeah. 15mofe.com. We back.
Yeah.
And, you know, a very good conversation off air, by the way.
Yeah, very good.
I guess, you know, my next question, you know, I want to talk a little bit about your name and, you know, how it came about. I mean, is that your real name or is it, you know, how'd you come up with it?
Well, my last name is Frazier, so I just cut it short. Back in the day, my name was Lady T. So
Okay.
I used to rap on his chat line called The Loop. They had this.
Wow, dope.
The Loop.
Jeez. Wow.
And they had, like, you know, singing boys, rap boys, poetry boys.
I'm familiar with the loop. You know,
Shout out to everybody from the Loop that know me.
You know, real quick, you know, it's good and bad. I had a very bad experience with the loop, but you know, my problem with the loop was that, you know, I'm a fat kid. You know, so I gotta keep it real in the loop. You know what I mean? I got like, yo, look, I'm big. You know what I mean? Right away, girls are like, come on, man, you big? Ew. Like nobody wants to talk to a fat kid. You know what I mean? Well, I mean, once they get to know me, it's different. But we talking about the loop. You know what I mean? So, but yeah.
Yeah, I started out on the loop rapping.
Okay.
You know, that was to, you know, get my skills up or whatever. So I put it up there just to hear people comments and stuff. And people, they would comment me and criticize my work, and some would give me some criticism and stuff. And I took it as constructive criticism, and I just worked better. I battled on there a lot.
Wow.
And shout out to everybody from the loop for real, because like a lot of them, they knew me as Lady T, and then when I got on Facebook, no, MySpace, I changed it to Mrs. Fraz, and they found me, because I don't know how they found me, but they found me. And I changed it to Fraz eventually, but it's still Mrs. because I'm married to my music.
Okay.
But my last name is Frazier, and I took the definition from phrase to expressing words, and I do make statements in my music, so that's like where it comes from.
That right there tells me about your business.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
You know how many people I ask that question to, and like, I don't know, somebody just gave it to me one day.
got a
You know what I'm saying?
nickname.
You got, like, yo, you got a meaning behind it.
Yeah.
Like when they go into these meetings, that's a big question.
You know, a lot of people using lady and miss and this and that, so I had to cut it short, you know, and I was like, lady, well, I'm not a little lady no more, I'm a woman, and I feel like I'm more established with what I'm doing, so call me Mrs., because I feel like I deserve that ring, you know what I'm saying, so, but it's phrase for short.
I want to talk about, you know, what's it like going in the studio with you? What you need? Are you a needy person? Like, do you need like a certain setting or?
I just need to get in the booth. That's about it. When I like to write at home. I got my corner I write in. I don't like people in my face, and I don't like too many people in the studio. I don't really bring friends around me. I don't like nobody in there. I like the music blasted in my ear so I can feel it.
Okay.
Because when I feel it, people will feel me. You know, so I go home. I like to come prepared. When I go in there, I bust out, boom, 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 bust out a couple of tracks, and then I'm out. I don't like to come and waste nobody's time, and I don't want nobody wasting my time.
Okay. Crazy question. This is the first time, and this is gonna be something I'm gonna ask everybody. So, do you write on paper, or do you write in your BlackBerry or whatever?
Well, I still write on paper. You know, shout out to Mead. And
shouts to me, cause
shout outs to me, because you've been holding me down for some years, but I felt like it was more convenient.
Okay.
So I start using my phone now, because once you write in your phone, you can send it to your email, then you can send it off to get copywritten.
Okay.
It's more convenient, because I'll sit here like, damn, I gotta write all this over again. I'd be mad as hell.
You can curse. You can curse.
I'd be mad as hell.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, I gotta write this shit all over again. Okay, bleep, bleep, bleep.
Yeah, so, are there any, you talked to, like, you want to work with, like, the Kanyes, and, is there anybody local that you wanted to work with? Like,
I'm not going to even say any names.
Good.
Because I try to work with a couple of people, and I think one thing, the advice that I would give to people, don't ever judge anyone's skills. You know, because you never know what they can do and what they can't do unless you put them to the test. And then you can say, okay, well, I don't like this. You know, a lot of people out here, they're very judgmental. And I've asked people like, yo, we should do a track together. And, you know, they've even... You know, I've sent them tracks and they said they're going to jump on it and didn't jump on it. But I keep it moving. You know, I keep it moving. I don't stress about it. I just keep it moving and I let them see through my work. Because, you know, they're going to come back and they're going to be like, oh, Fraz, let's do a track together.
So, have you ever sent something to somebody and they send it back to you and it's whack as hell? And you like, damn, I don't even want to do the song no more.
Well,
like, how do you deal with that?
You know what? I just tell a person if I'm interested or not. You know, don't be afraid to tell someone. A lot of people, they're scared that they might hurt somebody's feelings. Just say, listen, that is not for me, or whatever the case may be. And sometimes you listen to somebody's music and, you know, give them some criticism because they might be on a come up, and just from your criticism, it might help improve their artwork. Because I was at a point in my life where I was just singing about sunny days and all this other stuff. My first rap was kind of corny. So it still rhymed because I knew how to write poetry, but it was still cheesy. So I just feel like, you know, just give somebody some criticism. And, you know, it's not about what you say, it's how you say it.
Okay. Have you done live shows yet?
I did a lot of live shows. I started off underground in New York, Don Hill's Remote Lounge. And then I started...
Yeah, she busting off name about your business.
Yeah, I started rapping. Once I, like, knew... I was with a team called Empire. Like, I was first lady of them little basement studio we had and stuff. And then I thought, like, let's take it from the basement and start bringing it to the stage. And I was always the one trying to push the tickets because I wanted that really bad. And I was, like, fronting the rest of the money for the tickets and stuff. And because I wanted that. I wanted to see how that feeling felt to be on the stage.
Okay. Do you rather prefer doing live shows rather than recording in the booth or what?
Honestly, I love it all. I'm good at whatever. Like, I like the stage. I like the rush it gives me, because I'm nervous before I get on stage, and when I feel like the crowd has embraced me, it just makes me open up even more, and I'm like, yeah, okay, like start going in now. So, I like that feeling. I do like my privacy too. I like to just show people my art from online, and I'm a homebody. Okay. So, like, I do like showing people my work, my artistic work through visual, to say or whatever. Okay. But, you know, I don't mind doing both of them.
Okay. That's good. We good over there with that? What you want to go into next?
We gonna go into Really Though? Red.
Okay, you know, let's talk about this. You know, how this record came about. What's the concept behind it?
Okay, shout out to Fab. I was listening to Fab Really Though.
Okay.
And he was saying some stuff about some females, and I was just like, you know what? I have to talk from a woman's perspective, and I have to bring some light to this song. Okay. So, like, I did the song, and when I did it, I wasn't too fond of it, but just like this the song I didn't really expect people to like, but a lot of people liked it. They embraced it, and I'm be in the clubs and I'm performing it, and they were like, really though. And I'm like, aight.
Okay. So, you know, let's get into this next joint. It's called Really Though.
Really,
and like I said, we doing a video. You ready to go, Lex?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Step one. Phrase. If you ain't with a real chick, then who are you with? How you drive doesn't matter what type of car you get. I love my real niggas, the rest is fake though. I be asking God, why he even make those? Really though. Really though. Really though. Step one, mother in this track. Step son, some say I ain't got it, but I get it in. Cash money going hard is all I know. Push right to a crash dummy. Mama said I'm crazy, but you don't know the half of it. They have stunting. When the camera's on, then they get that jewelry back. When the camera's off, can't be yourself fitting in. Camouflage, but I see right through you like a window when the shade is up. If it gets scruffy, shape 'em up. Hate me cause I'm ill, hate me cause I'm real. All this time you spent hating should've spent on something else. Chill, like the fan is on. You like that, how I recite that. Yes, I did for those who thinking phrase. Did you write that? All my rhymes all the time, can't bite that. I'm a bitch, I bite that. If you ain't with a real chick, then who are you with? How you drive doesn't matter what type of car you get. I love my real niggas, the rest is fake though. I be asking God, why he even make those? Real, really though. Real, really though. Real, really though. Real, really though. Me and my girls at the bar sipping bubbly. Just cause you fly don't excuse you from being ugly. Rub me, nigga, don't touch me. Lights all in the purse in case of an emergency. Real, these niggas really slow talking about money when they really broke. Stop that. Mixtape step 1. Cop that, I go where I please. If you scared like where the cops at, I'm on my way. Where the top at? With a fly chauffeur with the top back. That's swag. What I heard from you thus far, that's ass. Nikki, just getting started on my way to the big league. You played out, need to re-up on some batteries. Mad at me? Need to be mad at yourself. I'm too real, fake is bad for your health. Phrase. If you ain't with a real chick, then who are you with? How you drive doesn't matter what type of car you get. I love my real niggas, the rest is fake though. I be asking God, why he even make those? Real, really though. Real, really though. Real, really though. Real, really though.
We back, 15mofe.com, Miss Fraz.
And JRL in the building.
Okay, what does NJRL stand for?
Journey Reigns Legacy.
Which is?
The journey is the legacy is the outcome from our journey.
Wow. You got her on point, man. Shouts to you, man, having your artists on point, man.
No, we're all on point. That's why I work with them.
Yeah, man. Nah, that's good, because like I said, I said before, most artists, like, they come here, they don't know their brand. It's very good that you have an explanation for everything that you're saying. Yeah. Very good. So, talk a little bit about, the social networking thing. We talked a little bit about MySpace, how people found you. Do you feel as though, like, that's something that technology's great? I mean,
I feel like the internet is going to be taken over soon.
Okay.
Like, even as shows that my mom are watching, they're getting, converted over to the internet. So, I'm just like,
not somebody.
I'm just, focusing on building my exposure right now and getting my support system up. I don't call my supporters fans.
Okay.
I call them supporters because that's what they are. I think fans, I don't know. I think supporters is a better word for them.
Okay. Have you ever, like, reached out to somebody that you really wanted to work with and they denied you? Or, has it pretty much a smooth ride?
It's been actually okay right now. Opposed to the last time you asking me, some people, like I said, they didn't give me the time a day, but I just show them through my movement what I can do, and then they could come back to me like a magnet.
Okay. I guess I want to talk a little bit about fashion, because are you big on clothes and looking good? And
yeah, it's kind of hard for me to find things that really look good for me. So that's why in the future I'm working on a clothing line.
Okay.
Because I feel like the way I want to dress, I can't really find it in stores and things like that. But I do like different things like patterns and animal prints. I'm a real down-to-earth girl. I wear like feathers and things
Okay.
like that. So I'm really into a lot of prints.
Okay, so you want to start your own clothing line eventually,
Yes.
or okay, you know, as far as like, you know, do you feel as though like that's like a secondary, you know, like an olive branch on music? A lot of artists do clothing lines and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Actually, I want to branch off into cinematography, and I want to become an actress. So I'm just learning as time goes on. I'm perfecting my grammar, and eventually I will get there. I know I will get there.
Okay.
You could do anything if you push yourself hard enough,
Okay.
and that's what's gonna happen.
Okay. Have you done any film work yet, or besides videos?
Just through my videos, I'm doing it because I want to show people my potential, and then it will come back to me.
Okay. You know, have you haven't done no acting lessons and nothing, right?
No,
you're very in your videos.
I'm a
you know,
character.
Yeah, you definitely, you know, is very natural.
It comes from home because in my house when things happen or if we see something we're reenacting it.
Okay.
So it started off with me in the mirror, you know, before I go on the date, talking to myself in the mirror, like acting like the boy is right there, like so how you doing? So I will practice in the mirror a lot.
Okay.
And even with my music, with that brush, and I'm sitting there in front of the mirror, like, you know.
All right.
Everything starts with the mirror, and it starts with at home with just being goofy.
Okay.
Like,
How important is practice? I mean, you say you're in the mirror. I mean, that's practice. You know, how important is that? You know, before you come to do a show or to come to the studio, like how important is it? You take the time out to practice your craft and stuff like that.
you don't want to over practice yourself. And you don't want to drink before you perform. I can say that because, like, I've had a time
Who
where you don't want to drink before you perform because you'll like mess up and some of your words you might forget. So I learned that from experience from wine. I'm not a heavy drinker, but I do love me some wine.
Okay.
But I practice a day before, and I put in that time, and I know I'm going to be good. I don't like to do it a whole week. I like to get it done the day before so it can be freshly in my mind.
Okay. How often do you write?
I try to write every day when it's convenient to write, or I might just get inspired by hearing a tune or whatever. I look for beats. Shout out to any producer out there. I am looking for something new and innovative. I'm looking to create, so just keep that in mind. I'm looking for videographers. I'm looking for engineers, so just hit me up. Can I give out my email?
Nah.
Well,
Yo,
follow me.
anybody want to get in touch with her? You hit my email. HeavyBag 209. Go ahead.
Yeah, just you know what? Don't hit my email because I don't want it to flood over. But hit me up on Twitter at the only phrase TheOnlyFraz, and that's for producers, engineers, videographers. We're looking for it all.
Not to holler.
Not Zyla.
Yeah. So, you know, do you have a project coming out, or what? Can they get some of your old stuff, the stuff we playing, or
Yeah, over
what?
time, I have put a lot of videos on private because as I start getting up and they're becoming old, but I am going to be releasing eventually like my old stuff so they can, look back and be like, oh, this is something she did. And I do keep some old stuff and I keep some new stuff up or whatever, but eventually that's going to be a little gift. Like, here goes some of the old me or whatever. Keep putting it out there. I have a lot of videos that I have on private where I'm just going to release here and there.
So you just have video, you don't have no audio, like you don't have
I have
no
a lot
CDs?
of, oh my God, I have a, eventually in the future I will release my old mixtape that I never put out. It's called Welcome to the Garden. And it was supposed to be my first mixtape, but everything happens in the time it's supposed to happen. But I will release that one day in my life when I feel like the time is needed.
Okay. So you want to get into this last video we got going on over here?
Yeah, let's get
Is this a world premiere?
This is a world's premiere.
Okay. What? Can we get some sirens?
Can we get some sirens?
4 minutes.
You ain't supposed to say that.
My bad. My fault. My fault. You know. Yeah.
Oh, y'all gotta wait. Okay.
Yeah. We getting it together right now since it's so exclusive. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, make them wait, because I know it's a couple of people looking in for this video tonight.
Okay. Nimi producers.
Yes, great Nimi
so
Hendrix. Shout out.
Have you done a couple other videos by him? I'm sure.
Yeah, majority of my videos for my new project, Step One, A Dream, which is on that Piff. He has.
That's what I just asked you. That's what I wanted you to promote.
Yeah, it's
What's
on
the name of
Piff.
it?
Step One, The Dream.
Okay.
It starts at Step One with the Dream.
Wow. Okay. And what do they search for?
You put in Step STEP number 1 space number 1, and then in parentheses you put The Dream.
Okay. And is that a mixtape or that's all original stuff or what?
It's like a part original, part industry, just to give a whole diverse feel of me. When I'm work off of someone else's beat, I like to create my own song off of their beat.
Okay.
So that's what I do too. I don't really listen to this person's song. Like sometimes I might go online, I find a beat and I compare my song with their song after I wrote it. And
Okay.
I don't like to listen to their song because then I'm gonna have their flow in my head.
So we talked about fashion, talked
Yeah.
about movies and music.
Yeah,
What's your ultimate goal? Which one do you want to be involved with the most?
I want to be my mama's retirement plan.
So any one of them,
Yeah.
whatever brings in the money.
Whatever. Listen, I can be a model, I can be an actress, I can have a clothing line, I can make a damn juice, okay? We trying to make some money, okay? Shout out to
she can make a juice.
JRL. We in the building.
Yeah.
We doing it all, okay?
Catchphrases. I'm gonna be my mama's retirement.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I promised her that. I promised her that when I was 3 years old. I don't know how the heck I came up with that idea, but she's still looking for her house, okay?
I'll be telling my mama the same thing, except today she threatened to throw me out. So, shouts to my mama. You know what I mean? But, what's up with that? A minute? All right. My bad. It's not, but I enjoy, like I just, I enjoy guests that, talk about, it's a good conversation. Like it's just flowing, you know what I'm saying? I don't like when guests come up here and they're just like, I'm like, yeah, what do you want to do? I want to rap. You actually have meaning behind yourself, which is good. As far as the acting thing goes,
Yeah.
do you have anything lined up to do scripts, or is it just about the music right now?
Let's put it out into the universe right now. If you're coming correct to me and you're a good, videographer and you're putting a movie together, then I will be willing to work with you. I'll read over the script. Me and my team will look over it and see if it's the best fit for me, and then we'll proceed from there. But I am looking to start doing movies, but
Okay.
only if they're going to benefit me in the best way.
Okay. So, are y'all ready? Finally? All right. So, being at this premiere, I want to give you full floor.
Yes.
Introduce this video. Tell everybody the name of the song, who produced it.
All right. This video is called G. The beat was produced by Lethal Beats off of YouTube, and it was engineered by Doc Blade and mixed by D Sweat, and the video is directed by Nimi Hendrix himself, the great Nimi Hendrix, which is a good friend of mine, and it was inspiration from my life and from other people's lives. So let's give it some. I think they're waiting for it.
Okay.
Phrase
So-
G.
Phrase.
G.
sentence. Tried to forget you, but I can't when there's traces of your fragrance lingering in my bed. Trey songs plays on the radio, her favorite. So I called your phone, blocked my number just to hear your voice.
Hello.
No, I wanna speak, it's killing my pride. Tried to replace you, but love is hard to find. Was I in love or just in denial? Heading downhill, doing all I could wasn't good enough. Breaking myself down just to build you up. If I could turn back time, I will say I can't be your girl. We can just be friends, but that was in the past, and now we're at the end. Used to be your wife, now we barely speak. I miss you. Fuck if I sound weak. Hours turn to days, days turn to weeks. It's been a couple months. It's been a couple months. Do you ever think about me? Thought of counseling, waste the money. Don't worry, cause when he comes you won't be thought of. Thought of writing, but the ink won't come out. Erase your pictures out my phone, and in my house are memories. Cards that you bought for me. Wanna throw them away, but it's hard for me to just throw us away, but I can't. I know you're not good for me. The devil's like, go back. My foot to the pedal to the gas. Driving real fast, far away from you. I have to realize that we are through, but it's gonna be hard getting over you. It's gonna be real hard. Can be your girl, we can just be friends. That was in the past, but now we're at the end. Used to be your wife, now we never speak. I miss you. Fuck if I sound weak. Hours turn to days, days turn to weeks. It's been a couple months. I said it's been a couple months. Do you ever think about me? Do you ever think about me? Do you ever think about me? Yeah.
We back. 15MOFV.com. Miss Fraz.
Yeah.
So did you enjoy your stay?
Yes, I did.
Okay. I'm gonna give you this time to shout anybody out, curse anybody out, do what you gotta do. Now's your chance. This is your floor. So do what you gotta do.
All right, I'd like to give a shout out to all the female rappers out there. Outspoken, J. Philippe, J. Sass, Electa Sash, of course, my sister. Hold on, Lady Cash. It's a lot of females out there. Just shout out to all the female rappers. You know, I support. I go out and see their shows all the time.
Okay.
I don't want anybody to ever think that I'm against them because we're all about being unified.
Shout out to Jay Sass because she's family here. So.
Yeah, that's my girl right there.
Yeah.
She's real dope. I think Missy Elliott should pick her up.
Sass.
Another thing is shout out to Pixels who shot you, who just did like a off out of the blue interview with me when I was leaving out the club one night, and then they showed me some love. So shout out to them. Shout out to Dash Living who helped me out. Stash House. Shout out to Secret Society. Just everybody who just helped me get this far. And my manager, of course. Renee, Uncle Ra, Bags, all the guys up in here that had me cracking up laughing today. Shout out to Sasha Fierce.
Who is in the building?
She
gonna be here next.
Yeah, she's amazing. You know, I knew her for a long time, and she does her thing. She's a grinder.
Okay.
She does everything.
All right. Before you go, I did see one thing though. I seen that you got a Tretch cosign.
Yeah.
On YouTube? I'm hating.
Yeah, shout out to Tretch. I just ran into him in Vegas when I was out there at the Magic Convention. Okay. So shout out to him. He's still out there making moves. I pay homage to him because a lot of people look at him and be like, oh, that's Tretch. He's from East Orange. He ain't doing nothing right now. Yeah. But he's actually, traveling across the world. And he's a legend. Yeah. And to have a legend, co-sign me, I was very privileged, because growing up on down the hill, 15th Street, East Orange, Grove Street, you know what I'm saying, that William Street, those blocks, okay? Just growing up around that down the hill area, having Double I and all that other stuff around the area. I grew up around that, and the block parties on my block, and seeing Tretch walk by, and I'm like, hey, Tretch, tell Peppa I said hi. So it was just dope just to have him, to see him as a child, and then have him co-sign me when I'm an adult,
So Twitter
at the only Fraz, Fraz, not ZE. And my name's not Fraz. A lot of people call me Fraz, but when they see my music and they see my interviews, they call me Fraz. So it's all right.
Do we have Facebook, or that's personal? Or?
If you go to my YouTube, Mrs. Fraz 973, you'll see all my links to everything. My SoundCloud, my Reverb, everything is to the side.
Okay. Any last words before you rap for me?
I could do a freestyle because
Okay, so I'm gonna give you the floor. Do your thing.
Hey,
She said she gonna freestyle.
Yeah, because I'm feeling the moment. Right now.
Acapella. She said she wanna do freestyle.
Yeah, I'm feeling the moment, so I'm gonna try to get out the words that I can get out right now. So y'all don't laugh at me.
Nah, I ain't gonna laugh. Go ahead.
Alright, here you go. Nothing to lose yet, so much to gain. I was taught that hard work pays off. Let's play. On another level, all I do is elevate. While you're at the bottom, quote, making moves, I levitate. Fly. Need a rocket just to get near. Stay out my pockets, camera focus on my career. 10 plus years, JRL is the crew. Taking big steps in my Jeffrey Campbell shoes. Not the best, but I'm good at what I does. Label dope. So Bobby came looking for the drugs. If you're fake, please sustain from the hugs. This is real rap, real facts. I aim for number one. Not a toe stepper. I'm a go-getter. Mommy hard worker. Daddy sperm donor. G, he's a rider. Said lie, grind harder. So my grind is killing bitches. No relations to Jeffrey Dahmer. My lineup, sweating like a sauna. Promote drama, you'll get cut short. No Barbara. I'm sitting pretty with the pearls, no harbor. No enemies, no feelings I won't harbor. Shout out to Jersey, B. Moore and Harlem. Luciano in the A. St. Louis and Charlotte. 15 minutes of fame. We got the startup, not the car, but the roster. You dig? JRL.
Damn!
Yeah!
Hey, yo, you know how you know she alright? The whole room had this stank face. So, Miss Fraz, I want to thank you for coming through. And now that you've been here, you family, you don't even need to knock. You just need to walk in whenever you feel like it. Anytime you get some music, send it to us. And we're going to keep in touch.
Thank
So
you.
everybody listening,
God bless
Thank you.
everyone for tuning in.
Yep.
I thank y'all again, and
we thank you for premiering your video. So I'm gonna go home
Thank
and
you.
watch that. So
thank you.
I appreciate that. But what song you want to? What video you want to go out with? You want to do the new one or?
We can do the new one again for those who missed out.
Okay. So let's get into that. What's the name of this again?
G.
Okay, just G.
G.
G. By Fraz. And what's this Twitter one more time?
At the only phrase. TheOnlyFraz.
That's what it is, man. So, ladies, pay attention to this girl, man. 15. Let's go.
There you go.
Almost made it, didn't. I love you, just a sentence. Tried to forget you, but I can't when there's traces of your fragrance lingering in my bed. Trey songs plays on the radio, my favorite. So I called your phone, blocked my number just to hear your voice.
Hello.
No, I wanna speak, it's killing my pride. Tried to replace you, but love is hard to find. Was I in love or just in denial? I am heading downhill, doing all I could wasn't good enough. Breaking myself down just to build you up. If I could turn back time, I will say I can't be your girl, we can just be friends. But that was in the past, and now we're at the end. Used to be your wife, now we barely speak. I miss you. Fuck if I sound weak, hours turn to days, days turn to weeks. It's been a couple months. I said it's been a couple months. Do you ever think about me? Thought of counseling, waste the money. Don't worry, cause when he comes you won't be thought of. Thought of writing, but the ink won't come out. Erase your pictures out my phone, and in my house are memories, cards that you bought for me. Wanna throw them away, but it's hard for me to just throw us away, but I can't. I know you're not good for me. The devil's like, go back. My foot to the pedal to the gas. Driving real fast, far away from you. I have to realize that we are through, but it's gonna be hard getting over you. It's gonna be real hard. Yeah. I can be your girl, we can just be friends. That was in the past, but now we're at the end. Used to be your wife, now we never speak. I miss you. Fuck if I sound weak, hours turn to days, days turn to weeks. It's been a couple months. I said it's been a couple months. Do you ever think about me? Do you ever think about me? Do you ever think about me? Yeah. real chick, then who are you with? How you drive doesn't matter what type of car you get. I love my real niggas, the rest is fake though. I be asking God, why he even make those? Real, really though. Real, really though. Real, really though. Real, really though. Step one, mother in this track. Step son, some say I ain't got it, but I get it in. Cash money, going hard is all I know. Which drive to a crash dummy. Mama said I'm crazy, but you don't know the half of it. They half stunting. When the camera's on, then they get that jewelry back. When the camera's off, can't be yourself fitting in. Camouflage, but I see right through you like a window when the shade is up. If it gets scruffy, shape them up. Hate me cause I'm ill, hate me cause I'm real. All this time you spent hating should've spent on something else. Chill, like the fan is on. You like that, how I recite that. Yes I did for those who thinking phrase. Did you write that? On my rhymes all the time, can't bite that. I'm a bitch, I bite that. If you ain't with a real chick, then who are you with? How you drive doesn't matter what type of car you get. I love my real niggas, the rest is fake though. I be asking God, why he even make those? Real, really though. Real, really though. Real, really though. Real, really though. Me and my girls at the bar sipping bubbly. Just cause you fly don't excuse you from being ugly. Rub me, nigga don't touch me. Lights all in the purse in case of an emergency. Real, these niggas really slow talking about money when they really broke. Stop that. Mixtape step one. Cap that I go where I please. If you scared like where the cops at, I'm on my way. Where the top at? With a fly chauffeur with the top back. That's swag. What I heard from you thus far, that's ass. Nikki, just getting started on my way to the big league. You played out, needed re-up on some batteries. Mad at me? Need to be mad at yourself. I'm too real, fake is bad for your health. Phrase. If you ain't with a real chick, then who are you with? How you drive doesn't matter what type of car you get. I love my real niggas, the rest is fake though. I be asking God, why he even make those? Real, really though. Real, really though. Real, really though. Real, really though. Step one.
fearless, yeah. Said he was brave, but he was too haunted to ever be safe. But I faced you by myself every night. is twisted smile, and that wicked raised eyebrow staring at me. Eyelids are falling to the ground, and when I try to understand all the workings of this man, I'll be losing every hand. He's at the devil's command, and when I try to understand all the workings of this man, I'll be losing every hand. He's at the devil's command.